Alright, so if you've ever searched scary movie and ended up rewatching the same scene over and over, there's a very good chance it could be this one. Because the opening of Scary Movie is basically a speedrun parody of Scream. And I actually think it's way better than people give it credit for. And since we're getting a new Scary Movie and a new Scream movie this year, I figured it was worth breaking down. So in Scream, the opening is tense, simple, brutal, and probably one of the greatest horror openings ever. That opening phone call essentially created the blueprint for all of the 90s and early 2000s horror movies. Scary Movie takes that exact same setup and actually plays it pretty close to the source material. At first, it copies the shape of the scene, lonely house, creepy caller, answer the questions, rising panic, and then it flips the tone and everything becomes super exaggerated. Like that bloody popcorn, man. It just keeps rising. It's so funny. It's one of the things that always makes me laugh. Another is when Drew runs to the front door and absolutely beats the hell out of those trick-or-treaters. I also think that that multiple choice part in the scene is pretty good too. And then when she falls over and then there's a chalk outline of where she fell, I actually think that this movie has some pretty good jokes, and it may not always be remembered that way. It might be remembered for more of the sort of crude jokes that the film makes, but there is actually some clever ones in there. Drew also gets the free breast implant removal surgery courtesy of Ghostface, which is also quite a fun joke. The rules of horror that Scream sets in that original film essentially get turned into jokes, and the tension gets replaced with chaos. And I'm wondering, since Scream is essentially the best horror opening ever, could this be the best parody opening ever? Let me know in the comments below. And it's not just random jokes, it's parody logic. You recognize the same beats from Scream, and that's what makes it funny. Even if you don't know Scream, the jokes still work. If you do know Scream, it almost feels like you're part of an inside joke. And that's why this scene still gets searched and shared. It's the perfect, I remember this moment, and it's all tied into one of the most famous horror openings ever. It's nostalgic, and it's also one of the cleanest parodies the Scary Movie franchise ever did. So let me know your favorite moments in the comments below, and if you want, I can make this a series, you know, Scary Movie versus whatever horror scene it's spoofing. I could do The Exorcist, Sixth Sense, The Blair Witch. Just let me know in the comments below, hit me up on Instagram and all the socials, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.